All right, y'all, come spend the week with me. The first thing we are going to do in this vlog, I have to go to my job because I have somehow misplaced my badge, and I needed my badge this particular week to be able to access the premises. So to the job we go. My job is open 24 hours a day. This is on a Sunday. I was unsuccessful in getting my badge this day. Security just wasn't there, so I had to end up going back the next day. Then I went to IKEA after I left my job because y'all know I'm going to be redoing that closet room, or I've redid the closet room. So I needed some more Billy bookshelf shelves because they were installed previously. Y'all, IKEA, if y'all didn't know, IKEA, I have PTSD about going in IKEA because the first time I went in there, I got absolutely lost. Y'all, these Billy bookcase shelves used to be $8 a piece, and now they're $12, and I needed 8 of them. So it is what it is. Then I went over to Whole Foods. This is one of my favorite juices that I get from Whole Foods. I was making smothered chicken for dinner this day. My son loves the cheesecake mini tarts or bites or whatever that they have in Whole Foods. So I did stop to get him some. All of those snacks are for him and my husband, except for the blackberries. Everything else is for them. HomeSense is right up the streets from Home Goods. So I went in there to see what they had. I thought about getting this to place between my washer and dryer to put my laundry detergent on until I have those cabinets installed, but I decided against it because if I'm going to get cabinets anyway, why do I need those shelves? These lamps were interesting. They were interesting. Then y'all, I'm also, like I told you all before, I'm going to be redoing my master bath here shortly, and one of the things that I want to put in there is a sideboard. That is what they call it. It's just a storage cabinet. I want something with both doors and drawers because what I have now has a combination of the two, and I really like the functionality of it. I just want something a little sleeker. This mirror, y'all, I really did like this mirror. I thought about getting it, but number one, I didn't have a way to get it home because I don't have an SUV anymore, and that's really the only reason why I left it. But I'm going to be getting a mirror very similar to that to put into my bedroom because I have started that project of redoing that room also. Those buffets were really pretty. I also wanted to take a look at the chairs. Y'all know I have said this at least 5 times now that the office that I have, I'm just going to give it to my husband and let him have it. Then these swivel chairs were really, really nice. I'm going to be in the market for some new patio furniture soon. My husband says not this year, but we'll see if that happens. I'm back home now, y'all, because I'm starting dinner. I'm making smothered chicken, mac and cheese, and green beans. This was a smoked Gouda sharp cheddar mix and cheddar mix. So 3 cheeses. I do not put eggs in my mac and cheese. You may, I don't, but this is how my mac and cheese came out, y'all. It's really, really good. That night I was laying in bed, y'all, and I was flipping through the channels, and I was like, oh my God, Looney Tunes. Y'all remember Looney Tunes, Sylvester the Cat? Y'all remember how these two had like a love-hate relationship? They got along, they didn't. They got along, they didn't. Then after that, the Flintstones came on. Y'all, this was one of my favorite cartoons back in the day. I could sit and binge watch the Flintstones for hours. The relationship between Barney and Fred was such a mean friend, but such a nice friend at the same time. He used to do Barney so wrong, and Barney just used to stick beside him. That was his friend, and he stuck beside him. This is the closet room, y'all. This is what it looked like before I had to take the existing shelves down that I had in there, and this is what it looks like after, with the shelves installed, the IKEA Billy bookcases anyway installed. I'll show y'all a finished look of what it looks like since I've had them, since I've reloaded them. The next morning, y'all, this was on a Thursday, I believe. I had to go and do a volunteer event at the TPC. TPC is a golf tournament here in Jacksonville. They have it every year. Y'all, the parking, the traffic in general is a pure nightmare. Last year, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember my vlog from last year when I did TPC. When it was time for me to go back to my car, I lost my car. I passed the parking attendant 3 times, and she was like, ma'am, do you need help? Yes, I do. But this year, I had it on lock. But the grounds you can see for the TPC are really, really pretty. This is the chalet that my company has, and it's on between holes 16 and 17. It's a really great view. They do provide food every year, and their food is always top notch. They also provide a fully stocked bar. They pretty much use this chalet to entertain clients that they are either trying to renew their business or win their business. I don't remember this golfer's name. It was a long name. It started with the B, I believe, but he did end up making the putt. On the way out, I stopped by the fan shop because there was a lady inside the chalet where that my company has, and she had on this really pretty sweatshirt, and I told myself on the way out I was going to stop to see if they had it, and if it was at a good price I would get it. This sweatshirt here, this isn't the sweatshirt I was talking about, but it was really good quality. This is actually the sweatshirt. It was really good quality, y'all, and they only had one medium, but it had a stain on it. It was only $85. That sweatshirt felt like it could have easily been $125, but they only had one medium and they were extremely oversized. So I didn't want to get the medium that they had with the stain. And then they had this little digital virtual board, child. I caught myself taking a picture with the golfer. And then I went ahead and left. That was a really nice day, y'all. Fifi's is not, well, let me not lie. Fifi's is kind of far away, but it was on the same side of town. I decided to go into this Fifi's. I really don't get to go in there very often because this particular Fifi's is kind of curated a little differently than the other Fifi's you've seen me take you into. The demographic for this Fifi's is not really anything that I would personally have to visit every day. But this shirt, I did find this shirt. It was marked $18. And I got to the counter, right, y'all. She said it was $4 and some change. It was 75% off. I didn't even realize it, but it's a faux leather shirt. It's by Topshop. I believe that's either ASOS or Nordstrom, one of the two. Either way, I picked it up. The next day, y'all, I decided to go and get me a salad from Sonny's. I do like their Cobb salad. I'm trying to eat a little healthier. This is my son's and this is my husband's food. As you can see, they had a feast. I had a salad. It is what it is. Y'all, then Saturday, first stop I had to do was a donation at Goodwill. My husband and son cleaned out some of their closets. So, and then I cleaned out some of my shoes as well. So we had 2 bags of donations that we had to drop off. Then I headed over to the thrift store because I had an event probably a couple hours from this, and I decided to waste a little bit of time. I saw these shoes. These shoes were really nice. Reminded me of something you might see like on like a mermaid type theme. They were only $9.99, as you can see in the previous clip what the colors were. White was not on sale. These were Steve Madden sneakers. I guess they're supposed to be a play on like the Golden Goose sneakers or whatever. And then, you know, leopard is still on trend, y'all. Leopard is still a thing. So the thrift stores, quite honestly, are full of leopard. This Banana Republic military style, cargo style jacket, I guess, it was really nice. And then this leather blazer was really nice as well. It was only $12.99. I don't think that color was on sale, but it was still a good price. This belt, y'all, I'm looking at this and I'm regretting not getting this belt. But truth be told, I have so many belts, but this one, I don't have anything like this in my collection. But I started to not feel well, y'all, so I didn't want to stand in line because I really had started to not feel well. So I kind of looked at this skirt and the skirt section after I looked at the belts, and then I just kind of, you know, I just kind of made my way out of the store because I was really, I don't know what the problem was. I just wasn't feeling it. But these skirts were really nice. Wasn't anything that I particularly needed because, y'all, I have a bunch of skirts. This skirt is nice as well. Y'all remember I thrifted that black and red Karl Lagerfeld. I styled it in a Karl Lagerfeld look. And that was the end of my week, y'all. Thanks for spending the weekend with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.